Hello friends, this is Matt Domain. Today we are going to discuss these four things. These are maximum elements, then minimum elements, supremum and infimum of a set. So what are those things? Okay, so let me begin with maximum and minimum element. Maximum as set, maximum element. Okay, and similarly minimum element. Okay, if I take the set A equal to 1, 2, 10, 11 and 5, then what is max A? Max of capital A is obviously 11. What is min of capital A? Minimum of capital A is 1. Clear? So this is about maximum and minimum element. Now it is not necessary that every set must contain a maximum or minimum element. For example, if we consider the set interval of 0, 1, this set neither contains maximum nor minimum element, because if I take any point x belongs to this set, then always there exists some y1 and y2 in the set such that y1 is less than x less than y. Okay, this is due to the property of real numbers that between any two real numbers you can find infinitely many real numbers. So between this belongs to this means this line means 0 less than x less than 1. So you have two things, that is 0 and x. These are two numbers. It contains infinitely many points between 0 and x. Okay, and again x and 1, this is two different number, because this open interval 0, 1 does not contain 0 and 1. So these two are two different number. So I can find an element between x and 1. So you can easily find y1 and y2, for which y1 less than x less than y2, and for any x you can find this y1 and y2. It means for any x it cannot be a minimum element, smallest, or you can say minimum element of the set, or maximum element of the set, because every time you will get a point less than that point and a point which is more than your chosen point. Okay, so this type of set may not contain maximum or minimum element. But on the other hand, if I consider this set closed interval 0, 1, okay, then suppose this is my capital A, then max A is equal to 1, min A equal to 0. But if I take close 0 and open 1, then minimum element, minimum of A equal to 0. But if I ask for maximum of A, this is not applicable. You can say does not exist. Okay, because you cannot find a maximum element, because if you choose any number which is less than 1, you can always find a number which is more than that number. Okay, clear? For finite set it is easy to find a maximum and minimum element. Now what is the difference between supremum and infimum? For that you should know what is a supremum and what is a infimum. Let me explain this part. Now for a set supremum of A, okay, this is a real number, is a real number. Okay, suppose this is, you can say, write it as t. T equal to supremum of A is a real number, first thing. Second is what? T may or may not be a member of capital A. It could be in A, it may not be in A. Now, what is a supremum? Now, T is a supremum, I have said this, and there is a property of real number, that is order completeness property. It means every bounded set which is bounded above has a supremum, and if it is bounded below, then it is a infimum. So whatever set, whatever real set we are considering must contain a supremum or infimum. Okay, so with that, let's begin. Now T is our supremum. Then what is this T? T is a number if we subtract this with any positive real number, means if you reduce T to a minute quantity, whatever minute you can consider, whatever small quantity you can consider, if you subtract anything from T, this thing is obviously less than T. In that case, there exists some y in the set, okay, because remember your set is A, okay, such that T minus epsilon is less than y is less than T. So there exists a number which is between T minus epsilon and T. It means T minus epsilon is no longer an upper bound. So if you subtract anything from supremum, the resulting number can't be an upper bound. So this is a supremum. Okay, for example, if I take 0, 1, sorry, there will be some problem on audio because I am recording this video on an open space. Okay, for example, open interval 0, 1. Now if you reduce anything from 1, suppose I consider epsilon to be 0 point, you can do it in your home also, 1. You can take much smaller number than that, 1000 0 and then 1, then 1 minus epsilon will be 0.99999. okay, similarly like that. So this is a number which is within this interval, and this is not equal to 1. So as I said, probably I have rubbed that line, that there exists number between there exists infinitely many number between this number and 1. So there will be something between 1, and you can create one new number which is more than this and less than this. You can create one, you can write one more 9. So this will be more than this number but less than this one. So it means 1 minus epsilon, this quantity is no longer a supremum. So supremum for this number is 1, because if you reduce anything, any small quantity from 1, you can generate one more number, new number, which is more than your 1 minus epsilon, and it is less than 1. Okay, so for this set, 1 is the supremum. For finite sets, and let me complete it. And for infimum, what is infimum? Suppose m equal to infimum of capital A. So m is a real number. Similarly, m could be in A, may not be in A. Means it may belongs to A, may not belongs to A. So now what is this number? This number is, if you add anything, any small quantity with epsilon, then certainly this one is less than, m is less than m plus epsilon. This is obvious, okay. And there exists y belongs to A, means any number belongs to A, that particular number is more than m and less than m plus epsilon, means m plus epsilon is no longer a lower bound. I hope that whoever is watching the video knows about bounds of the set. If you don't know, please write in the comment section. I will make a full video on upper bound, lower bound and all these things. So supremum and infimum are nothing but upper bound and lower bound respectively, okay. So if I consider open interval 0 comma 1, then 0 is a infimum, because if you add anything to 0, suppose if I add 0.000001, this is my epsilon, then 0 plus epsilon is this quantity. I can find smaller number, not this one, right? Y is equal to how many 0? 1 2 3 4 5. I can write 6 0 1, okay. So this is less than this and greater than this, so this is no longer a supremum. So if you add anything to supremum, infimum, it will no longer be an infimum. Now let's go back. Now for such sets in which max and min exist, if in a set you have a maximum element, then that maximum element is nothing but supremum of A, okay, and minimum element is called infimum of A. So if in a set maximum element exists, that maximum element is supremum of A. If in a set minimum element exists, that minimum element is equal to infimum of A. Now if maximum or minimum does not exist, it does not mean that supremum and infimum does not exist, okay, because by order completeness theorem, supremum and infimum always exist for bounded sets, or if it is bounded in one of the ends, then that particular end has a supremum or infimum. So I can conclude this video on this note: supremum is equal, minimum is equal to infimum if min exist, and maximum is equal to supremum if max exist, okay. So on this note I am closing this video. Bye, thank you.